Alright, welcome back to the channel everybody, Simple here, and today we are checking out No One Survived. This is a really cool game, reminds me a lot of 7 Days to Die. It has a horde that you can opt in to have kind of spawn in about every 7 days. So without further ado, let's hop into this thing. So, like I said, I've played it a little bit. This is my current character that I have. I think I have maybe like 10 or 15 hours. Actually, no, not even that much. Maybe like 5 hours on the game. And I was so excited to keep playing it. I thought, you know what? Let's bring you guys along for the ride and let's start a new character, a new build. And this will be something that we can all kind of play as we get to enjoy this. So, when you first start, you get to create your character. You do have some templates that you can start with. You can start with male or female. And let's start with this guy as a template. You can, of course, change your skin tones and all that. And then the brightness of the skin tones. Of course, the saturation and all that. Let's see, do we want to get this guy some freckles? Yeah, let's give him a little bit of freckles. Then you have your skin gloss, which is actually kind of opposite. It seems like the less skin gloss, the more skin gloss. We'll just have a little bit of it. You can go through the general face shapes until you find something that you like. And then, of course, the ear types and all that. But then you come in here, and then, like, the nose, you can pick a different nose and then start adjusting the size of it as well. So let's build ourselves a character real quick. Alright, so this is something that I actually overlooked in the last build. That you can go to features and then hit random. And it actually gives you kind of a few different things, which is really cool. So, like excellent endurance and endurance kappa plus 20, malaria chance 21% less, thick skin, doesn't like running, not good at fighting, and not good at trading. So let's hit a few of these and find one that we like. So I think this is going to be our person that we're going to go with. This guy right here. So let's go ahead and create him. Oh, we gotta put a name for him. So we'll go with simple YT, so we know that this is our YouTube person. Alright, so now we can head in here, and we have my main guy, and our simple YT. We'll go with this guy. Alright, the zombie virus broke out. You lived in the shelter for 3 years, but the resources of the shelter were gradually exhausted. You were exiled, and then you can only survive in the apocalypse by yourself. Alright. Alright, we are in. Wow, why does my moving seem really, really slow all of a sudden? Yeah, that's not too bad. Yep, we can deal with that. Okay, so when you start out, you do get a kind of a starter bag to work with, which is kind of nice to have. Can we get the bunnies? Bunny. No, all right, you're taking off. Oh yeah, so just like in a lot of the survival games, we get to do some looting. So we're gonna start here and start looting a lot of these little farms that we got. Let's hop in here and see if we have anything we can loot in this one. That's it. So far, I really, really enjoy this game. There is some really cool settings. Let's see if I can show you. So, we got our brightness. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good level of brightness. But they have this lumen global illumination, which would basically be kind of like your ray tracing in a way. But it brings some absolute gorgeous lighting to the game. The only downside is, once you go into a building, just like it naturally would, it gets really, really dark, and that's not too good for recording for YouTube. So we're going to keep that, unfortunately we're going to keep that off. Maybe in the future if we get like torches and things like that, we might put that back on, but even still without it, an absolutely beautiful game. Just gorgeous. Alright, so it didn't seem like anything in that building. Let's take a look over here. What can we get out of these cars? What do you got? What do you got? Alright, we got some fuel. So I know it's going to be a little bit before we get fuel. But we'll still take it with us. We'll fill up the car that I think that we're going to take and kind of work on. Those shoulder lights we don't need, at least as of right now. Every time I get one, like the battery's dead or something like that, and I haven't figured out the battery side, so I never end up having to need it. Oh, alright, we're getting a little close there, buddy. What do we got in here? Ooh. Ooh. Alright, some sports shoes. Let's equip that. So right now that's speed 17, defense 2, cold resistance 15. So this won't have the best cold resistance, but that's fine. We got a few months until we're gonna need that. And you know what, maybe we'll just drop these over there for now. So that should allow us to be just a little bit quicker. Nice. That's cool. That's the first time I actually have gotten those shoes before. Oh, yep, we're going to need this pot. We won't worry about the ores quite yet. It'll be a little bit before we need them, and there's a cool little spot that I know of that we can get a lot of the ores. So we don't need to carry that around with us right now. Alright, what do we got back here? Something good, something good. Oh, cool, we got a wool cap. Alright, we've got ourselves a beanie. That'll be good to help keep us warm. What do we got in here? Nothing. And can't check that car. It's toast. What do we got sitting back here? Burn it. Nothing. And how about here? Alright, nothing in that one. Alright, so that does these buildings. Now, up over here, we got ourselves a little car that we can get. Now, my first playthrough, there was a truck that was here. So now here, we've got some storage. Let's just go ahead and add the fuel that we grabbed into this. We'll keep, you know, let's store this here just in case something goes crazy, because we do have one on us. Alright, so that works. Now, last playthrough that I did, I ended up building over here. And then I ended up traveling down towards... Where did I go? All the way down towards here. I kind of ran across and came down here and started a little place here, which is alright. But what I'm thinking is we've got this area here, which looks like a great place to consistently loot. This might not be a bad area to try to build around here. And then this merchant over on this side, I know we can get car parts from, which is what we need to fix the vehicle that we have up over here. But maybe we will make our way down here, see what we can find, and maybe just start our building of a little base down over on this side. Maybe, actually, might be a wiser idea to be over here so we're close to the water, because it might be a little bit before we are able to get some water. Although we do have a lake right here, and then that's a short drive to here, and then we can take roads. So I'm thinking, let's start this off, let's have a nice little journey, and let's head down towards this lake, see what we have, and see what this area looks like. So I'm going to head that direction, which is this way. Yep, going to rock down this way for a while, and I'll see you guys when we're a little bit closer. Or if something comes up. We'll see what happens. Alright, so here we have this little pond area. We came down here. It is actually a really cool looking spot. You can actually walk through those buildings, which might make for a interesting kind of location. And we might be able to expand onto this and put a little base right over here. Kind of have waterfront you know, beach access and have our own personal little lake. That is an idea, and we are right next to this monstrosity of a place, which looks like a military camp, I think. It's kind of what it looks like. So it might be some really good loot in there. But I do want to kind of take a look at what this side over here looks like. I also want to check out this merchant just to see if they happen to have car parts. Because if they do, that'd be really cool to be located down over here. Or within this side next to a merchant. Otherwise, I know this one all the way up over here, it has car parts. But man, that's a long trip. And I still haven't seen, I mean, besides the vehicle that spawns where we start, I haven't seen another one that we can repair. There might be something in there. But I figured, you know what, let's head across the bridge and take a look on the other side, and maybe we'll get lucky. Find a car over there, find a good place to put up shop. But I am kind of feeling this little spot right through here. It's just kind of cool looking. I think that'd be interesting. I think I do want to set up over at that lake. I mean, there's some cool things over here. There is another little town over on that side, which would be in between this lake, plus we got that place. So I think that is where we're going to set up shop. So I'm going to head back to the lake. If there's something cool that I see along the way, I'll bring you guys back for it. But let's get to the lake. Let's get our first little foundations going. And get probably a bed built. And then we'll start doing some looting. And taking out some zombies and stuff. But I just want to get a spawn point put on first before we attempt that. Because we're probably going to die. I'm kind of banking on the fact that we will probably die. Alright, so I think I want to build right over here. Right in the sand. Got the sand in front of us. Like, this could be the back of the house. Would be just overlooking all of this. I mean, it's pretty flat for the most part. So yeah, I think this is where we are going to build. So, what do we got in our inventory? We don't got a whole lot, which is good. Let's go get a few sticks. Or actually, let's get the basic layout so we know what we're going to need. So, hit the middle mouse button with the little construction hammer selected. You get everything that you can build, which is cool. It's one of those things that, for the most part, you can build just about everything from the start. And then as you progress and you level up, you can get other things unlocked and like the synthesis, furniture, outdoor, stuff like that. But we need to start with a foundation. And then you can rotate it using the middle mouse wheel. And let's see. I want to have this run like right across this section here. You know, maybe let's go this way, because what that would be is a walk-in with a porch, and then the actual house will be right here. All right, and now let's go to walls, and you can either click walls or you could have all of it and just grab what you need. Let's gonna add a door. I don't know if this will let us, probably because we don't have, yeah, no load-bearing structure. So what that is calling for is we need columns. So we have to put columns down in order for us to build walls. And I want it off of the inside corner of that and that. And then we're going to need ones here for the walls to have something to grab onto. That corner, there, and there. There, and there, and there. Okay, so that would be good for the walls. So now if we come back into here and we try to put a door, it will actually go into that area. We could do that. And then let's maybe have a window. And then a wall. And a wall. I think I want to have this as a window, just so we can see that. And I think I'm going to want all three of these to be windows. And let's have a window right when we come in. And a solid wall there. Perfect. And now, before we can put a roof on, we have to do... Let me go back to here. We have to add columns. And so columns is what will allow... come on, get on there. There we go. Columns allow the roof to be attached to that. So we have to add columns around each of the sides. So if you have it selected on here and you're having trouble getting it to the other side, if you just mouse wheel, that will snap it to the other side. And let's go there. And let's see, will it let us... Let's take out... We want that beam. We'll hold left mouse click, remove it. Perfect. Let's go back into here. Oh, not the double. And we can add that. Perfect. So now we have our pillars for support and our kind of beams across for the roof. And you know what? I want to add... We're going to add a porch to this place anyway. So might as well kind of get that nice little look going. So that is a lot of stuff. And the roof, let's do kind of a shallow roof, I think. I think a shallow roof will look pretty cool. And we will rotate this into location. Come on. It'll get there eventually. Alright, maybe not that one. No. There we go. So I want that there. Keep rotating until we get it. Eventually it'll get there. We just got to find the right point. There we go. Go one there. And here. Let's try this again. Getting close. There we go. And there. And let's do a 20 side. Which should go there. And there. Perfect. And then what we could do is... Do I have a flat roof? What would look cool? Cool. Let's see. What's that look like? It's a funky looking house. Very funky. Well, that'll work. Alright, so now what we can do is we got to grab a bunch of logs and fill in the floors and then the columns. All that. We're going to need a lot of logs. We'll grab out the axe. Let's come down and cut down some of these big trees. Which I love the animation of cutting the trees. So nice. Alright. And 1, 2, and 3. And then we got a bunch of logs. So we'll grab all these logs, as many as we can. There should be some more hidden in here. Alright, we're full. Yep, we are full. But we can start putting these in and get our foundations going. Let's start with the ones in here. Got that. Got one there. So now we have the beginning of our foundation. Alright, I'm going to cut down a bunch of logs and at least get the floors done. And I'll bring you guys back once when we are just a little bit further along. Okay, so now that we have completely decimated all the trees around here, we finally got the basic structure of our place built. So all the foundations, the columns, the pillars, we are good with that. But in order to make the walls, we need boards. And to make boards, we actually need a like a workstation, which would be in the synthesis. Now, before we do that, maybe what we'll do is let's make like a little bed to sleep in. And that would just require 6 wooden sticks and some fibers. I believe we have... Do we have any fibers? We do not yet. But fibers we can get from like plants and trees, from these like little stick trees. So if we take out some of these, we should be able to get some plant fibers from it, as well as some sticks. So we got 2 sticks, and where'd the plant fibers go? And 5 plant fibers. So let's cut down a few of these. There we go. That was an easy one. So was that 15, 20? Let's just grab a few more. We'll probably need some of these. Alright, so now we have a bunch of sticks, a bunch of plant fibers. So we should be able to go ahead and create ourselves a bed. So we have a respawn point, and we need to get some sleep anyway, because our guy has been up for like 48 hours almost. Let's get our hammer, middle mouse button, and this. So you have the option to place it on the grid. Otherwise, if you hit G, you can free place it. And I can't remember which way is up and down. Guess it doesn't really matter. Let's put our bed... Yeah, we'll put our bed up here in this corner. Right there. Alright, so now we can just hit F to add all materials. And we have ourselves a little bed. And let's get out of that menu. We can use it. We'll set as the respawn point. And yeah, our guy is tired. So let's let him sleep. Now what you can do is you can set this thing to max its sleep. And as soon as you get enough energy, as much energy as you want, you can just exit out of this and your guy will wake up from that nap. So we won't go probably a full sleep, but let's just get a little bit of energies. There we go, wake him up after that. Our guy is thirsty. We have a little bit of water left. Let's drink up that. Alright, so now he's got a little bit of water going on. Some nice clean water. We do have the lake out there which we could drink, but we're going to get malaria if we do drink it, which just kind of slows us up a little bit. But to make clean water, we need like a fire pit, which I don't think we can make yet. Let's see. That'd be outdoor. Oh, we can. Cool, so we can make a bonfire. That would actually work pretty good. And let's see. Let's set that inside, shall we? Right there. Perfect. Alright, what do we need? We need some stones. Nice. And we get out of that menu. We have our pot, which we can add. And now we can actually throw in like dirty water in here and get it cleaned up. And just use a log or sticks as fuel. And we can get some drink going. So let's do that now since we're here. We can come down to the water. Go into our tab and grab an empty bottle. Put it right here. That fills it up with dirty water. And now let's come up to here. Go back to our fireplace. Put this dirty water there and there because we had 2 of them. This one holds 2. And let's just put, I don't know, a log on there. It's more than enough time. We'll just go cooking. And once when this is done cooking, this will turn to blue, which will be clean water. And then we'll just grab the bottles and fill it right back up. Which should be excellent. And actually, being that we drank out of this one, let's fill that one up all the way. And let's just fill that one. And we might as well drink the one that we added. Cool. And you know what? Let's just drink all of it. Okay, so we need to see about getting a workbench. Now, for that, we need to go and into our skills. We need to be able to build the workbench. And for this, we need 1 log and 3 stones. So, let's go out. Do we have any stones on us? Nope. Let's go find 3 stones. We do have some logs already. We should be able to find some stones around here somewhere. Ooh, mushrooms. Alright, that should be enough to build, or to be able to opt in for the workbench. So we'll come back here, hit the book, go to technology. We want the processing table. Perfect. Alright, so now that we have that... Oh. Hold on. Alright, sorry about that. Kids came home. They got out of work or out of school early.
No! God, please, no! No!
So where were we? Oh yeah, so we have the workbench now. So if we go into synthesis, we have the processing table. And same thing that we did with like the fireplace or the fire pit. We can take the snapping off, put on G, and then we can put this wherever we want. And I'm thinking, let's put it here. Perfect. All right. So now for this, we need 5 stone and a toolbox. We don't have a toolbox on us, so that means we are going to have to do some looting. Let's first get this stone. Let's just collect that, get that done and out the way. And then we're going to go hit up some places, do some looting, and see if we can find a toolbox and some other goodies. So we're just going to have to, go do this at night, I think. That's kind of our only option. So this will be interesting. And I don't know if we can sneak in through here. Can we? Can we go underneath of it? Hey, there we go. Yeah, so we are going to get started looting through this place at night, which is going to be very interesting. So we will just kind of get going and keep an eye out for some zombies. I went and did I went down to the lake, kind of cleaned ourselves up. You just go to the water, hit the F key, and that'll kind of clean you up. Some of this stuff we'll grab, some of it we won't. Like the fuel, we're not really anywhere close to getting a car up and going, so we'll hold off on that. We got one zomboid sitting over there. Let's see if we can kind of avoid them for now, if we can. And hopefully we can find what we need in here. I mean, that would be nice to have, but again, don't really need it. We don't even have storage, so really what we're looking for is just the essentials. Food, simple parts, and it is dark in here. Let's go screen. Let's bring this up. Maybe up to like here. There we go. Now we can see in here a little bit. And hopefully you guys can see as well. I hear somebody. Ah, there's somebody. You just hanging out? Oh. Okay. Well, that worked. Single hit. I like it. Alright, now hopefully there's some things that we can loot in here. Not seeing anything yet. This kind of looks like just like a granary or something. Can't loot that. What about these boxes up over here? Oh, can't loot that. This box? No? Alright. Anything over here? Nope. Can't loot that. So far, this barn is being kind of a bust. We got a couple folks. Alright, let's take them out, shall we? Yeah, where are you going? Come on. Ooh, got us. Got him. Come on. And got that one. Alright, we got some fabric out of that. We got somebody hanging out in here. Oh yeah, there should be some things that we can loot in this one. Where are you going? Come on. Get up, get up, get up. Back down. Hey, there we go. Hey, we got some more fabric. Alright, let's see. Alright, now we can do some looting in this one. Alright, we've got some food. Now, this food is great if like you have a way to kind of cook it. But because we are low on things, we're gonna just eat a little bit of this stuff. Like the meat we can take, or the pork. You know what, let's just bring a bunch of this with us and keep looting. We can kind of eat as we go. Now let's eat the peach. That's a weird looking peach. Oh, it almost looks like a piece of meat. Ooh, yes, pickaxe. We'll take that. Don't really need the cement. Like a lot of this stuff we really don't need yet. So we might be able to come back and grab this later on. But we need to build some storage units first before we get that. We will take the seeds though. Just because I do not want those to disappear on us. Nothing in that one. Alright, we are back. So, we need... What did we need? We need the toolbox for this. That is complete. Now what we can do is throw some of our logs and stuff in there. Because we need boards for this. Let's just add our simple parts for those two. And what we can do... The boards take a little bit of space. So let's just throw these in there, that, sure. We'll just throw some random things in there. Let's get some of these logs. And put those here as well. And that gives us the option. Oh, we can't do, oh, because we have to opt into the board. I forgot about that. So if we go into technology, we come over here, we have the board. So we need to steal one of those logs. Back into here. We will select the board. We will confirm. So now we can actually build the board. Now the weird thing with this is you have to be in the processing bench while the stuff is constructing for you to get kind of skill points for that process. So we got mechanical skill point proficiency increased. That only works if you're actually in the workbench when that's about to finish. So if you're out like here and it finishes, you don't get credit for it. So you do gotta have to be in there in order to get the credit for it. Oh, and we are going to be one short. So we need to go grab another log. And with this one, this should get us the 4, or the one that we need, and 3 towards the other one. But as soon as we build that first storage unit, we can take all of this stuff that we have on us and just throw it in there. And then we can go back to looting after that. And now we have a wooden box that we can start throwing the stuff that we got in here. Should be great, all the things that we don't need on us. And let's cook up this egg since we're here. And for this one's actually pretty easy. So I've found out you can actually just put the egg there. Let's split this. We'll take one stick. We'll cook up the egg by itself, and let's see. Like, I've tried it with water and you still get a boiled egg. And I believe if you do it without water, you still get a boiled egg. Which is kind of nice, but that is a little weird. So yeah, we have a boiled egg with a +6 protein. So that works out good, and then we can eat that. That'll give us just a little bit of extra something. And let's drink some water since we're here. And we'll drink again. Perfect. Alright. So now we have some food in here. You know what, let's eat that. That'll give us some carbohydrates. And what we could do, let's take this pork. And let's throw the pork in here with, I think, a little bit of water. And then oh, we need a stick. Now, I believe pork and water will get us a stew, I believe. Let's see. If not, we will find out. Now, if you put in some stuff and it's wrong, you'll get like a failed food, which is really not good. Oh, look at that. We got barbecue. It still didn't get us water. So that's fine. We got some barbecue meat. Yeah, that brought us up quite a bit. Okay, well, I think we will cut it there. This has been a very long video, I think, for the first one. We got some things done and out of the way, and in the next episode, what we'll do is we'll go out and grab some logs. We will finish all of these walls and get that completed. We'll get a door built, and then we will start really heavily looting that whole area over there. I'm kind of excited to see what we get out of that. So, if you guys enjoyed it, make sure you comment down below. Let me know if you've, picked this game up and started to play. Where are you building? And, what you guys think of this. But until then, I'll see y'all in the next one, alright? Take it easy. Bye.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and